check the sports calendar right now. National Football League just detonated with the first week of free agency. The Big Ten conference tournament is tipping off, along with all the other NCAA conference tournaments. The Ultimate Fighting Championship is back this weekend, almost like every weekend, and the National Basketball Association playoff race keeps getting tighter. And do we have a WBC champion? Well, we will pretty soon. And that means there's a lot to unpack tonight. Let's get into it. I'm Brogan.
I'm Sean.
And I'm Nick.
And boys, we've got some shots to take. Some regrets from last week. I went 2-2. Sean went 2-2. Nick, congratulations, you went 3-1. Sean was trying to give you 4-0 on that Baralho -3.5 spread.
Should have.
Unfortunately, we had to take that one back. But still, 3-1 week for Nick. Congratulations on winning the week.
You know,
In my defense, I was drinking, and I was like, I think he did it. Was it unanimous? I had no idea how the scoring works for that. I was like, did he win by 12 points? But
should have won by a
it is
billion.
what it is.
I'd like everybody to know that I've hit on the parlay of the week every week since the NFC championship games or the championship games for the NFL. So
Good for you.
I'm on a hot streak, baby. Just like everybody know that.
Yeah. All right, we'll see if we can keep it up this week. Let's get into our regrets, though, first. I'll go first, going 2-2. NBA, I had Spurs -2.5 over Detroit. That hit. The Spurs are a wagon. UFC, I had for my three other bets, and the only one that hit was the one I had the least confident in. Cody Garbrandt getting that win at +130. If you didn't watch that fight, it took Cody Garbrandt getting kicked in the nuts about 4 times.
Took a point away.
Yeah, multiple points taken away from his opponent. And, Cody Garbrandt did not look good in the fight. Only looked actually like he wanted to fight right after he got kicked in the nuts like the second time. But, yeah, I mean, and it was just terrible because Cody Garbrandt knew that he was up because of the kick in the nuts situation and points being deducted. So he just fucking ran around for 2.5 minutes. Anyways, Cody Garbrandt won. Don't have to take a shot for that one. The 2 UFC bets that did not hit for me, first was the BMF finish plus Raul Rosas Jr. moneyline. Now, Raul Rosas Jr. got the job done in a pretty boring fight. However, in potentially the most boring fight of the night, which was supposed to be the most exciting, Carlos Oliveira just basically fucking hugged Max Holloway the whole time. Now, listen, there's going to be UFC purists that are going to say he dominated him. And I get that. But it's the BMF fight, right? It's one thing if you want to try to take him down in the first 3 rounds, but if you can't get a fucking submission, you got to stand in that fucking octagon and fucking pound. Like, you can't just fucking hold on to somebody and get a decision. It's the BMF fight. Come on. Oh, shut up.
He had domination for a minute in. He'd be in the back. He tried to submit him multiple times throughout every time that I'm being on the ground.
And listen. If it is a normal UFC fight, I am 100% for it. I love Charles Oliveira. I am not hating on Charles Oliveira, the fighter. I am hating on if you are in a BMF fight, you just fucking holding the guy on the ground is not BMF. Not at all. So anyways, that fight did not go to a finish because Charles Oliveira refused to finish Max Holloway. That lost. And then Michael Johnson moneyline. It was looking hot. Well, maybe not hot, but Michael Johnson was winning the fight, and then the lights went out real quick on him. So, unfortunately, that did not hit. Now, I am going back to the well with Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey. I go to almost have this bottle finished just from this podcast, so tells you how good I've been doing lately. Sean, you want to go next?
Be happy to. Well, I wouldn't say necessarily happy to, but like you alluded to, Brogan, I went 2-2. We'll hit on my wins here. So I had the Bucks last Friday night, or last Saturday night, -9.5 for the spread against the Utah Jazz. Now I knew what a lot of people were thinking going in. That's a lot of points for the Milwaukee Bucks to win by, but it was a home game on a Saturday night, and it was more about the Jazz. The NBA will do this from time to time. It was their 3rd road game in 4 days, so I figured those tired legs would hit eventually, and it seemed to in the second half. Granted, it took $3 to damn near get a triple-double in order to do it, but Bucks covered nonetheless. Next one was a parlay of Dante Johnson, Jung Young Lee, and Sumadiri. And Jung Young Lee did not fight. There was a weight, or the opponent, I believe, did not make weight. So the other two cashed, and it was still after all that, because it was a plus 123. It would still meet the qualifications for the minus one, whatever, 150 bet. So fortunately, I believe it was close, though. I was sweating that. So that hit. Now, my two decisions that did not hit were the UFC decision of Holloway to either win by decision or Oliveira to win by sub. And pretty early on, about the first 30 seconds into the fight, I realized that Max is not going to win this thing by decision, unfortunately.
Right.
So
And
I
if
need
only
to.
Oliveira had fucking 24 minutes on
Oh
the
my
ground to get a
God.
submission. So
He had him. I'm truly convinced anybody but Max, he dominated. Like he'd sub him. But that was the best takedown defense I've ever seen out of Max Holloway. It was incredible. So there were multiple times I was getting excited. I jumped out of my seat a couple times, well into even the fourth and fifth round. But if it didn't happen in the third or fourth, probably wasn't going to happen in the fifth. And I think Dubronx was very all right to just take the title home after that. So that's unfortunate. And then the last one was the parlay of the week that didn't hit, where it was the Rodriguez Fiera over 1.5 rounds. I just needed 7 minutes and 31 seconds. And I think I got about a minute 50. And like Brogan said, the lights went out for Ol Ferreira. And it was concerning. It looked like at one point he could have been seizing, but he's probably fine. So, yeah, it's a monster. Anyway, in the spirit of St. Patrick's Day, I got 2 shots. We are going back to the Jameson triple distilled, triple cask. Let's go. Nick, you're up.
So, as you guys can see, I went 3-1 last week. I'm going to be completely transparent. Didn't watch any of the fights. Didn't catch any recap. I was busy. And, yeah, so I went 3-1. Rodriguez hit. Rosas hit. With the KO, TKO, or DQ for Rosas, or decision. And then Rodriguez was the KO, TKO, or DQ for plus 150. Double down on that for the parlay of the week. I'm getting a little bit rambunctious with putting plus money in the parlay of the week. I've done that 4 weeks in a row now. And it's been working, so I'm not really going to complain. This week, though, we might do something a little bit different. The only one I didn't hit was the Baralio spread. Could any of you guys give me a recap on the Baralio one? Because obviously, like I said, I didn't fucking watch it. I would also like to consider implementing a new rule for us to consider for shots and whatnot.
What do we got?
Do we have a rule for if somebody goes 0-6 or like 0-5, like no wins at all?
Yeah, they got to take another shot.
So like if they go 0-6, they would have to take a shot. So they would be up to 7, and if they were the only ones missing the parlay of the week, they would have to take 8. Correct?
Sure.
What if somebody hits all of theirs? Does that? I feel like if somebody goes 6-0 or 4-0 now, I feel like they should distribute a shot to the other 2 people as a final fuck you. I don't know how you guys feel about that. It's kind of impromptu. Maybe chew on that for a little bit.
I don't like it.
Maybe chew on that. Maybe if anybody down below wants to leave a comment. But yeah, if anybody could fill me in on the Baralio fight, that would be dope. Because like I said, I wasn't able to catch it. I really don't know what happened. So.
yeah, so he was fighting RDR, and like RDR kind of held his own. I'm pretty sure it ended up being 29-28. Score.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure I can't. So stats department's trying to pull up the score here. I can't find it. Or stats department department can't find it quickly. But I remember watching this fight, and RDR kind of held his own. Didn't think RDR deserved the win, but and I mean, yeah, I guess I can fill you in on the other ones that you you also didn't really have a good grasp
I
on.
don't have a good
Rodriguez
grasp.
is the one who got the knockout in a minute and 30 seconds. That it might have been shorter than that even. That sunk Sean's over.
Knew it, baby.
Yeah, you should
Knew it,
probably
baby.
just watch
Basically,
that
I knew
fight.
it.
Rodriguez. Yeah, he did not throw a punch or anything. I don't think, and it was like first strike, fucking lights out.
It was
boy.
So that was
insane.
pretty cool. And then yeah, Raul Rosas Jr. There was not a KO, TKO,
Oui,
or
oui.
DQ. It was the decision. Because Raul Rosas did his best Oliveira impression, pretty much of kind of just controlling the fight and
But he's
not really
had
doing
dominating
anything.
wins before, but yeah, I mean the announcers weren't impressed. The crowd was booing.
That's
So
that's exactly why I took the one with decision as well. You know, I could have done with submission, but I was like, dude, from reading all my shit and prior knowledge, I was like, dude, it's gonna go either a KO or it's gonna be decision. There's gonna be no submissions here,
you're on, you're on.
dude. This is surprising how well I'm doing on UFC for
Yeah,
the
I
past
mean,
how many years. I've been so bad at it.
oh,
Yeah.
I guess I was completely wrong. The Rallo and RDR fight was actually 30-27, 30-27, 30-27.
It was
However,
right.
Bro.
RDR held his own. But your spread was 3.5, so you only won by 3.
Fuck, dude.
So
See, and I think that's where I was drinking, and I'm like, oh, I won by 9. Good.
Yeah.
well, yes. So then I guess I don't understand really then if one scorecard is like 29-28 and the rest are 30-27. How do you? I don't know. I don't really fully understand. Like,
I don't know.
yeah. So if you're a listener here and you fully understand UFC spread betting, please leave us a comment because we're obviously all clueless here.
It would be really helpful, Nick, if you bet this, and then you would have a clear cut know if you won or lost.
That would also help.
Nah. Fuck you.
And just all leave us in the dark, huh?
Fuck you, buddy.
Did you take your shot already, Nick?
Nope.
Or,
Nope.
I was researching. Okay,
Nope. You can continue though.
that's fine. Nope. All right, I will continue. But yeah, I don't know. That UFC event honestly was a fucking snooze fest.
Yeah.
I mean, besides that Rodriguez knockout, which was like early on, all the other fights were just not too interesting. So kind of a letdown of UFC card. But
Unfortunately.
we got more UFC this weekend.
Oh,
and
no,
we can
Drew Dober.
vote around.
Drew Dober.
Yeah,
Ben
yeah. Well,
Dober.
see, I'm avoiding that one because Drew Dober fucking made Michael Johnson go lights out. So I didn't
Yeah.
love that happening.
Literally the only 2 KOs were, yeah. Yeah, 'cause, yeah,
So,
I don't know.
anyways,
A little bit of a boring
let's move
card.
on. Let's get to the news around the league. All right, so big free agency bonanza. Lots going down in the NFL. I've got a list here that Sean graciously put together for the rundown, but there
Let's see how
are a
accurate it was.
ton
Oh my god.
of other items that
Let's see if anybody's
happened as
rescinded.
well. Yeah, so the biggest news, right? Max Crosby got traded to the Ravens for 2 first-round picks. So he is going to be just taking over Baltimore. So excited. Not so fast, my friend, actually. That trade gets rescinded, and Max Crosby is back on the Raiders. And who did the Ravens get as a pass rusher?
Old Trey Hendrickson.
I hope it wasn't somebody
Yeah.
from within the division.
And I think the crazy thing is that Trey Hendrickson deal came out real similar to what the Max Crosby deal would have been, I believe, as well, for the Ravens. So, did the Ravens go, we could have this elite pass rusher but give up 2 first-round picks, or we can have this elite pass rusher and give up no picks. I don't know. It seems kind of just disgusting, honestly.
Oh,
Like,
extremely fishy.
I'm surprised
Mm-hmm.
Bill Belichick hasn't done this sooner. I am genuinely surprised. Out of every fucking coach GM to do this, it would have been Bill Belichick to do it. And I'm just surprised somebody beat him to the fucking punch. Obviously, he's not a head coach anymore, but I'm surprised he didn't do it a decade ago. You know?
Well, at one point, I was reading reports that they were essentially both in, I would either assume the city or like the stadium grounds at the same time. As they're like, look, we could have both of you guys, which I don't know how the fuck that would work with the cap space that both of them were going to command. But that'd be just a frightening thought if you're an AFC. Not Joe Flacco. Joe Burrow is just going to retire.
Did you see Jamar Chase?
He's going to pull an Andrew Luck.
Dude, Jamar Chase,
No.
when Max Crosby initially got traded.
I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah, Jamar Chase is freaking the fuck out. He's like, how did we fucking allow this, dude? Like, what the fuck? Like, within our own division?
Right. And I don't know, the fact of like it that trade was announced, I think, like right before free agency opened, like the day before maybe.
Yeah.
And then free agency opens, and then like 2 or 3 days after free agency is open, so the Raiders have sent a lot of money out the door to free agents. Obviously, Ravens have made their own deals too. Then the Ravens are just like, actually, psych, we don't want this contract or guy anymore. We'll take our picks back. You take him back. Like, I don't. Does this set a bad precedence for the league?
Dude,
Like,
the ripple effect on that was huge, right? Because that already happened, and then the Cowboys, who were linked to that, were like, okay, well, we still got to get a pass rusher. So then they trade a 4th-round pick to the Packers, which I was concerned that they were gonna renege on that, where Jerry was gonna say, nope, we're gonna try and give these 2 first-round picks that are yours to these guys, in the fact that we'll get Max Crosby. But I don't know. I was concerned about that, and yeah, with the sake of the Raiders, because they spent like a record amount the first day. Or even before, because everything was reported. I think that the tampering period needs to be either like a lot closer to free agency, like 24-hour period or something. Because I don't understand how these leaks are happening. Obviously, it's like unofficially official, but
yeah, like it was because he failed a physical, correct? Like it's because he failed a physical, so the team has the right to be able to be like, okay. How did he fail like, my next question
But apparently he's fine.
Well, it's the same thing
so the problem is,
Parsons, though. You know?
The problem is, a lot of times, guys will fail physicals, especially in Max Crosby's case, because he's coming off of having knee surgery. So he's not, like, 100% physically ready to go yet. However, normally I think in these trades, you kind of just look over that fact. Like, the failing physical is a way for you to get out of a trade. So that way, if you're trying to send some old busted guy to a team, they can be like, oh wait, we don't want these glass bones or something. Like, so like in this case, the Ravens knew that Crosby was having this had this knee surgery already. So like, I don't know, it just seems really scummy to just be able to be like, actually, you know what, you failed your physical, and it's like, well, no shit, he failed the physical. He's coming off a knee surgery.
That's why I'm so surprised Bill Belichick hasn't done this shit before, dude. It's so fucking. It's so in the gray area that it's just like.
I mean, I'm sure he has, just to not the extent that the money that was being distributed. I don't know.
Well,
he would never give a 1st-round pick.
If you look at the Raiders, Sean, you got to be excited. Okay, so the Raiders get Max Crosby back, and then they get Tyler Linderbaum. Yep, number 1 center. They get Nakobe Dean. They get Quay Walker from the Packers. Kwity Paye, decent pass rusher. Eric Stokes, he's kind of had a resurgence.
They re-signed Eric Stokes,
right? And then, I think they also signed Matt Gay, who actually was decent, but maybe not decent. But anyways,
right? Yeah, isn't Gay a kicker?
The kicker, yeah.
Kicker.
He is Gay.
What about Carlson?
But like,
yeah, whatever.
I don't know.
Dude.
Anyways. Like, the Raiders' defense looks actually fucking kind of insane, especially getting Crosby back.
Well, I mean, the biggest thing, like I said earlier, probably weeks ago, is I'm most concerned about their offensive line. I mean, they have the playmakers, like they got that 2 tight end set that I love with Bowers and Mayer, and I mean they're going to get Fernando Mendoza. They got Michael Myers back there in Ashton Jeanty, so I think they're going to be good. I don't know what their win total is. I'm not stoked just because I think that the Broncos are probably going to win that division, and Chargers are really good, and the Chiefs are going to be scary, even with Patrick Mahomes missing probably the first 4 weeks. But I think it's definitely set up for the future. I'd say in the next 3 to 4 years, I think they'd actually be ready to compete. So we'll see.
All right, well, let's keep on moving. Sean, you kind of brought it up too. Rashawn Gary got traded from the Packers to the Cowboys for a fourth-round pick. I, like you,
Fleeced.
Sean, was very nervous after this whole Max Crosby thing went down that Jerry was going to be like, actually, we don't need Rashawn Gary anymore, and go back on that as well. But that trade went through, I believe. So Rashawn Gary, good luck in Dallas, brother.
Get the fuck off our team, Bob. Sorry.
Talking
Which-
about the Raiders, I guess maybe I should have went into this one first. Gino gets cut from the Raiders
yeah.
and signs with.
So
New
I
York
didn't even
Jets.
realize it. He was traded because it was going to be released, and then he got traded like a last-second buzzer beater. The Raiders are still just getting picks for him. Incredible.
Oh,
That's
really?
literally.
Yeah. I didn't. Let me look up what they got for him, but
It could.
Don't,
It must have been like peanut. It must have been like a fucking fifth, maybe sixth-round pick. There's no way they traded anything of substance for that fucking contract.
traded Geno Smith for a sixth-round pick in exchange for. So they essentially just traded low-value late-round pick swaps. So cool. I mean, and the Jets are eating almost all that salary. Some of it's going to be dead money, obviously, or dead cap. But yeah, that's awesome. Get him off the books. Conveniently, that makes it enough for a rookie deal contract and Max Crosby. So works for me.
Yeah, one thing that was the signing that kind of surprised me the most. Maybe I had no inkling this was going to happen. K9, Kenneth Walker, Super Bowl MVP, going to the
Yeah.
Chiefs. I mean, yeah, pretty interesting, I guess. K9, Super Bowl MVP for the Seattle, and Seattle says we don't need you anymore. I mean,
Such a shitty.
it could be
core.
pretty disgusting for them potentially.
Well, yeah, because they.
Um,
I think he's the lead back. There's no other running backs now in that room. They all
no, because
Pacheco's
Pacheco
gone.
is on Detroit.
Pacheco's yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Gibbs was the lead back. That was a nice unanimous first overall pick for fantasy drafts for a hot couple of seconds, but
Dude, Gibbs is so fucking good. He's so good at ball.
this is amazing.
He's so good at ball. It's wild. Detroit's so talented. I hate it.
You know who they're better than? The Bears.
The Bears were number one in the division this year, so I don't know if you
Yeah.
can even say that. You have to give them their props while they have it because this is the offseason, the only time the Bears have
It is the offseason. They are the 4-time offseason champs.
Oh,
But
4-time? Buddy, you haven't been
4-time.
keeping up with Bears Twitter like I have. Every offseasons they win. I think there was
All right, well,
Oh. Keep going.
I mean, go ahead. Go ahead if you want.
I was going to
it's a
talk
Friday night. We got nothing to do. Let's talk about why the Bears are the best for 2.5 hours.
I wasn't even going to talk about the Bears. Besides, haha, you guys didn't get Linderbaum. Dobbs gone from the Packers. How do we feel about that?
They have Dobbs
to the
as a Patriot.
Patriots.
To the
What
Patriots.
a super? What is it? A 4-year, $88 million or something like that?
Something. It's a lot. I think like $60 million is like guaranteed money.
That's a lot, and we cannot. That's a luxury that we cannot afford as a franchise because we are going to be extending Kraft. We're going to be probably extending Watson. We're going to be paying an offensive or defense. We're paying Wyatt. So I mean, yeah, it's fine. I can't wait to see his cushion at Patriots. I mean, that's going to be fun. But I was like, oh, Guardian cap. Yeah, I should know that.
You think Vrabel actually lets him wear that? I mean, I feel like Vrabel's the guy that's like, come on, we got to do something. We got to take that off.
Oh, Vrabel definitely hates the Guardian caps, but for sure.
Dude, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, interesting landing spot for him. I think
It makes total sense to me. Dude, they lost Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs is like fucking gone to the wind.
Yeah.
And I don't know, no team besides maybe the Browns or the Chiefs, or the Raiders. Browns, Chiefs, or Raiders because they like to sign, convicted felons.
Well, Raiders like to sign speedy guys or people that later become felons.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's only those three teams are the only teams that he could land on. And so Dobbs, I don't know of any other great wide receiver hitting the market this offseason. Obviously, DJ
Mike
Moore
Evans.
got
Mike
traded.
Evans also. I didn't put that
Yeah,
one on.
Mike
Signed with
Evans,
San Fran.
big
So
one.
good. I unfortunately I do feel terrible for him when he has an unexplained ACL or Achilles tear in about week 6 in the NFL season because of the electromagnetic
Yeah.
currents that are just tearing apart the molecules. But
I did see a good GIF on GIF or GIF, however you say it, on Twitter or X, where it's like Mike Evans' leg when he gets near that substation, and it's like the bone just like coming out of
Oh.
the feet. Like,
oh, I've seen that one. They've used that one for Christian McCaffrey after multiple
yeah,
carries. Yeah, I do like that one. Looks like a good piece of
but
meat too.
that's massive for him though. I think the Bucks wanted him back from I guess what I saw on X, but
Yeah.
obviously I think Mike Evans said he wants to go try and win a Super Bowl because. And I mean,
That
I don't know.
sucks.
There
That
was some real
sucks.
frustration on the Buccaneers sideline, the way that season ended for them last year.
Dude, they were
So
so good
um,
for like the first half. Like, and then just
they
all.
were,
I mean, you could say the same about the
No.
Packers, but like,
Injuries. I
dude,
mean, it's tough to keep winning in the NFL, man.
dude, it sucks.
yeah. I mean, that's
It's tough.
scary. Like, the Niners having him, McCaffrey. Like, if he can stay healthy,
I mean, a healthy team. Let's not get ahead of
right?
ourselves.
Yeah,
They
it
got, they
just
got to
sucks
move that
though. Like,
substation.
it's always fun to see like a Hall of Famer though, like stay with a team, like try to stay with the team for like their entire career. That's always something extremely special.
Oh, as a Bucks fan, trust me, I know.
And it just sucks
I
like
know.
that because like I don't know, you get like future Hall of Famers, Mike Evans and Aaron Rodgers. I know Aaron Rodgers specifically said he wanted to stay with Green Bay his entire career and retire Packer because he thought that was super special. And you're just a piece of meat to them. They'll kick you out as soon as you don't benefit them anymore. So I get it, but it sucks.
It's a business, man. It's a
As a
business.
fan,
The older I get, the more I realize that. Like,
as a
I
fan
mean, yeah,
though,
you want it. You want to have them stay there the whole while. But ultimately, like his career, we didn't have the weapons. His contract was eating way too much cap space. We just got old. The team got old around him. Like that one, it just was never going to work. You could see it come from a mile away.
do you guys have anything else about Mike Evans? Because I'm gonna pivot real quick back to what I was going to say.
I love Mike Evans. Mike Evans, anytime touchdown, automatically again in play, as always.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think with Dobbs going to the Patriots, it's really going to open up for Matthew Golden this year. And then Ignabare also left to go to the Jets, which fucking LVN better do something with that shit. With LVN better do well with Gary and Ignabare out of the fucking picture. If LVN doesn't do shit, dude, Goot needs to reevaluate who the fuck he's drafting because
I think Goot needs to be reevaluated.
I think his moves, like his trades and all that, for the most part, are solid. And I think he's built a very solid-ish team.
Dude, we don't have veterans. And I saw something because it was what is it, 2019 when we drafted Gary? Or 2018?
I want to say 2018.
2018, yeah. No one from the 2018 or 2019 draft class is with us anymore. If we're not able to
Well, we traded away.
kind of
Yeah. Well, we traded.
yeah, we traded away Kenny Clark, which was like at one point our longest tenured Packer,
Yeah, he was from 2016,
and
wasn't he?
he was 2016, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, like if you can't develop these guys and you just ultimately let them go because they're fucking trash, and it'd be one thing if like, oh, remember that? Who the fuck was it? It was Brogan. You would probably have a better recollection because he was more notable in college. Clemson, third round Clemson receiver. He was a
Oh,
punt
Amari
returner.
Rodgers.
Amari Rodgers, yeah. If you're telling me like, oh yeah, Amari Rodgers has been a solid number 2 for the last 5 years on like the Chargers or something, sure, I'd say okay. Well, we dropped the ball on that one, but no, we just don't develop anybody. They're all just out of the fucking league.
We
We're
do
drafting
good.
these now like
Yeah. No,
we do
Question.
good. We do good occasionally.
I
We occasionally get like a Romeo Dobbs, but again, you like it's a crapshoot. You can or like just throwing darts at a board. Eventually, you're going to hit some. Gary was fine for a while. I mean, he blew out his knee one year. That's just unfortunate. It happens to everybody. It seems like in the NFL. Like Elton Jenkins was fine. I think he was. Oh, he shouldn't have been playing tackle. Interior, great. We're not going to give him that kind of money as an interior lineman. But ultimately, yeah, if we can't develop these guys, and we've had how many picks on defense, and we're terrible year in and year out, I would say just go with what they've done this year. And also, Nate Hobbs, he was here with us for
Okay.
what, a cup of coffee in 3 games, and we gave him how much money? 3 years, $48 million. Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay.
And then we cut him.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate for Goot here. Okay.
For Nate Hobbs, there is no devil's
no, no.
advocate.
Okay, coming off the Raiders, Nate Hobbs looked good. Okay. I don't.
Sure.
He looked good, and we needed cornerback. And we still need cornerback, obviously.
Look at Brogan's high school film. Brogan looked good at quarterback. You think the Cleveland Browns are going to give him a phone call?
Okay, but it's just like what the player does the year before, and then you trade or you pick him up, and they're dog shit on your team. They did the right thing in just cutting him. They're like, you're fucking horrible for us.
Sure, but take a flyer. Give him a 1, maybe a 2-year prove-it deal. Don't give him 3 years, $40-some million.
I can't argue that.
All right. While we're on this topic, a little trivia question. Do you guys know who the Packers' longest tenured player is now that Rashawn Gary is gone?
Hold up. Let me go into the Wayback Machine real quick.
And it's not Elton Jenkins.
No.
Let's see. Offense or defense?
I just guess.
Who's our fullback? No, Josiah DeGuara is gone.
Offense.
When did we draft Musgrave?
He
Not
was-
Musgrave.
I'm pretty sure.
Jordan Love?
Dude,
Jordan Love.
that's what I was
Longest
thinking.
tenured Packer.
Dude, that's what I was thinking about.
Jesus
like, dude,
Christ.
really? He was.
So Jordan Love's the unk in the room, huh?
Yeah.
No,
Mhm.
there's older
Crazy.
players. I'm pretty sure, but he's the.
Well,
yeah.
but now
Well,
with
yeah,
the
but
Packers.
longest
yeah,
tenured.
yeah. He's
Yeah.
yeah.
So Goot's really doing everything in his power to make it his team and his team only.
Yeah, it's just rinse and repeat. Like, I guess.
Oh, I also forgot because I was looking at the depth chart. We got Desmond Ridder. We're going to be just fine.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Packers also signed Javon Hargrave to help out on the defensive line.
I'm
So,
actually I've seen a
Let's
lot
go.
of people torn on that. I'm so fucking excited for that. Good job.
Yeah. Well, and traded for Zaire Franklin too. Now, I know a lot of people maybe aren't as excited about that one because he had a pretty down year with the Colts last year. But this dude led the NFL in tackles like 2 years ago. So
he was a Pro
I'm
Bowler.
pretty excited about that.
He's an absolute defensive liability when they pass, but so is
Quay
Quay Walker. Quay
He's
Walker
Quay-
could stuff
Quay
the
Walker
shit out of the
2.0.
ball.
He's Quay
But
Walker 2.0.
I think he's going to be fine. He's more of a veteran-heady leadership. He's going to be that AJ Hawk style. Who's the Blake Martinez like linebacker? Not going to be able to cover worth shit, but he's going to plug the hole when he needs to, and we're going to be fine stopping the run. We just aren't going to do shit against the pass.
In his film, I think he is more aggressive than Quay Walker. Quay Walker kind of let the play come to him. It looks like Franklin actually goes to the play to make a play. So as long as his run stuffing ability is better than Quay Walker's, I'm gonna be happy with it. So I'm no complaints.
And if Parsons does not blow out his knee again, I mean, honestly, like, do you
They're
really
going to have a
need that
short
good
window
of
to
pass
pass.
coverage?
Yeah.
Right. So,
Exactly.
Oh, and that's what we've been that's what we've been betting on our secondary, which, I mean, don't love it.
Dude,
We did get Sky Moore, though. So that means
Yeah, we did get Sky
Keyshawn Nixon, lockdown, #1.
Dude,
Ugh.
dude, they needed like. I was so excited for Gary to leave. Please, some divine intervention. Get fucking Keyshawn Nixon off my team too.
Not going to happen, dude. He's an all-pro.
I don't care. No, he's a Pro Bowler.
He was an all-pro.
He got one All-Pro vote.
He
I
was an
don't know
all-pro.
how the fuck he got an All-Pro vote when he gave what?
No, he was an all-pro at returner.
Yeah,
but
and
he's an All-Pro.
This past year, he got an All-Pro vote for being a cornerback. Once
Ugh.
whoever fucking voted for him for a cornerback All-Pro, that person needs to get their fucking privileges removed because oh my god, I think his rating was a 126 when targeted. Like what the fuck?
Ugh.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
okay, I'm kind of surprised it took us this long to get here, though, but one of the biggest signings of free agency, leaving the Packers, Malik Willis going to the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Dolphins are very quickly becoming Packers South. Obviously, Jeff Hathley going to be the head coach down there. There's a lot of assistants down there. Malik Willis is down there. Zane Anderson just signed with them today, too, I think, today or yesterday, who was like a backup safety for us, right? Or a safety for
Yeah.
the Packers. So, yeah, I mean, cool for Malik Willis. Good for him to get a shot. Now, that means, where's Tua going? Well, Tua is going to the ATL, baby. Atlanta Falcons on a 1-year deal, I believe. Is that a controversy down there? Is it going to be Michael Penix Jr.? Is it going to be Tua? Who's it
Well,
going to be?
I don't think Michael Penix is going to be ready for the first at least quarter of the season. I think they're going to need Tua.
That old man Penix needs to just fucking be a backup somewhere and call it good. He's just not good enough.
Yeah, talking about guys who can't pass physicals, there's no way that guy could ever pass a physical the rest of his life. I mean, there was a point where he had, in college, both knees operated on at the same time. I mean, he is the Greg Oden of NFL. I mean, it's unreal.
It's a sad situation, but I mean, I think he'll be fine. Like he's a fine quarterback. I don't know why or how he was drafted as high as he was. I think that's a fireable offense as a GM right there.
How
But
old
I
was he
mean,
when he got
trying to
drafted?
make up with it.
Was it
20,
like 25?
26?
Yeah, something like that. Mid-20s.
That's disgusting. Why would you spend that high of a draft pick on a rookie
Zips are right within fighting
who is
distance.
so old, dude? He's so old. I mean, like 26.
Okay, well, he was 23 when he got, or 24 when he got drafted. So
Okay.
he wasn't like.
Okay.
And he was
crazy
coming
old,
off
but-
of a national champion, like leading the Huskies to a national championship.
Okay. I thought he
Yeah.
was older than that because, like, I only saw memes of him being so fucking old. So I thought he was like 26.
Was Penix leading them Huskies, or was it Kalen DeBoer leading them Dogs, or was it Roma Dunze of the Chicago Bears leading them Dogs?
Probably
anyways.
the latter, but
Okay, so then talking about QB controversies, Captain Kirk, I think, is released by the Falcons too, which was going to happen anyways. Nick?
I saw it was Bleacher Report or somebody fucking stupid said that the Packers should pick up Kirk Cousins. And then the comment section was
You like that.
the entire comment section was
You
like,
like that.
oh, he might actually have a good chance of winning the quarterback back. Like the comment section, which had thousands, like
it's just rage bait for you.
dude, it was the
It's just a deep psyop to upset you.
dude, it was the most liked comment on that fucking post. Do people really think
It was me. It was my
Jordan
burner
Love-
account. I knew you'd read it.
Dude, do people really think Jordan Love's that bad, or is it just like
Just imagine week 1, J Love's out there, fucking blindside, just gets destroyed. There goes his leg, there goes his knee, and out trots fucking Kirk Cousins.
Who
Oh,
else would
that would
I
be
trust
wonderful.
to check it down for 5 yards on a 4th and 6?
trade several first round picks and get Aaron Rodgers back? I don't care what you have to. If Jordan Love goes down this year, whatever you have to do to get Rodgers back on the team, get him back on the team for one final hoorah. If Jordan Love goes down for the entire season, that's all I want.
That's a great decision.
well, so
That's all I want.
QB controversies is where I was going with this, and it sounds like the Packers might have one with Kirk Cousins and Jordan Love.
Obviously.
Another NFC North team that has a QB controversy now. Kyler Murray leaves the Cardinals and is going to the Vikings. And now, if you sign Kyler Murray, is he going to start over 9?
Yes.
Or is 9
Yeah.
going to
No.
start over Kyler
Yeah.
Murray?
No.
9
Nine's
is going to
starting.
sit on the bench.
Dude, 9 is going to fucking plant himself on the bench. and
9
grow roots.
fucking sucks.
Dude.
Or do they play with 9 players plus 9 and have Kyler Murray on 9's shoulders? You see what I'm doing there?
The scamper, it's
Get him
just
up-
2
get him
men in a
up the
trench
line a little
coat
bit.
playing
Yeah.
quarterback.
Yeah, dude. I
Yeah,
can
right,
see it.
right.
Who's
Get a
like,
center that hikes the ball abnormally high.
so who's going to be throwing the ball? Who's top, who's bottom there?
Kyler.
Kyler's
Kyler's top.
Kyler's a
Right,
little
because
guy.
Kyler,
He can
yeah,
Yeah.
Kyler can't see over the line without. So
But
that's
you
why he
do
needs
have the
9.
you do have the mobility factor with Kyler. He's got a little bit. He's
Kyler's
a
got
little
some
bit quicker
legs.
than 9.
Kyler's got some legs.
Well, maybe they have to flip mid play if they're going to scramble. Kyler's got to get down in the bottom and.
Okay, so then
Um,
let's build a quarterback here. Kyler's
let's
legs,
do it.
Kyler's legs, and McCarthy's hips on up, or McCarthy's legs and Kyler hips on up.
I'm trying
I
to
would-
really struggle once we get too high and figure out whose brain I'm rocking with here. I don't like either of the options.
Dude, because
Well, so that's where I would go. Kyler's entire body up to the brain of 9, because I think 9 is more locked in on football instead of Call of Duty. So you give 9 the
That's
athletic
true. You're a
ability
little
of
bit more
Kyler
focused.
Murray. Right. That would be
This
my quarterback.
podcast hates Kyler Murray.
just think about either of them throwing a football just gives me hemorrhoids.
No,
not
I mean
gonna
it's a
lie.
sad state. I love it. I love it as a Packer fan,
okay.
but
No, I
we got that little tot scampering out in Lambeau.
dude. I genuinely think that's a really good signing for the Cardinals. Or not Cardinals, for the Vikings.
don't.
I think it
Yeah,
instantly,
it's great for the Cardinals to get him. Bye bye.
I think it makes the Vikings more competitive. If that's gonna put them over their win total this year, I don't even know what it was for this coming year. But
Whoa.
I definitely think it gives them an extra game or two to win. And so if the fucking Vikings are at like 8.5 wins this year, I would take the over on that every single day of the week.
Okay.
Yeah, we will have an episode coming out, I think, after free agency calms down and we're in a little bit of a lull, where we will definitely go over the win totals for every team. So stay on the lookout for that one. Nick, I think I've reached the end of my list here. Besides, like, Joe Mixon getting released from the Texans, I think that's the list that we had in the rundown. Do you have any other free agency tidbits that you want to drop on the listeners?
I am not seeing. Let me quickly go through my list. Yeah, I don't see anything crazy. I mean, a little fun one. I kind of like this guy. Likely is on the Giants now. I thought he was a very good tight end.
Isaiah Likely's on the Giants?
Yep.
Alan Harbaugh. Yeah.
Hell
Yeah.
fucking yeah.
Yep.
Let's go.
And that's it. That's the only thing I wanted to plug in. So.
Don't worry. Giants season props coverage episode will be rocking the scatter booth. We'll get there. Once his ankle gets fully reattached.
All right. Well, in some other news, since we're a big UFC pod with Nick hitting pretty much virtually every UFC bet he places,
You and Dana.
during the UFC during the UFC event this last week, UFC 326, I believe it was, the White House card was announced. So this will be taking place on June 14th of this year, 2026, and it's called UFC Freedom 250. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But, I mean, looking at the fight card here, we'll go bottom to top. Now, I don't believe there are any prelims for this, so the first fight leading us off is Diego Lopez versus Steve Garcia. Now, it's only going to get better from here. Bo Nickel versus Kyle Dawkins. Yep. Bo Nickel that couldn't beat RDR, and RDR couldn't beat Al Barajo last. Anyways, yep.
I'm more concerned about Kyle Dawkins. Bo Nickel's at least been winning.
So, well, and then on the X, Bo Nickel is now calling out Colby Covington, who's not on this card.
That should have been the one.
Can you think of a more American, goes All-American in press conferences fighter besides Colby Covington? I can't, and he's not on the card.
John
But anyways, Bo
Strickland should have
Nickel,
been on the card, but
well, yeah, I mean, he gets a little, well, yeah. But Bo Nickel is calling out Colby Covington currently, and Kyle Dawkins is like, dude, I'm here. But anyways, so we got Diego Lopez versus Steve Garcia, Bo Nickel versus Kyle Dawkins, Marcio, oh, dude, I just butchered that. Marcio Ruffy versus Michael Chandler.
gotcha.
That'll be a decent fight until Chandler just gets killed.
Well, Chandler gets fucking slapped.
Yeah. Then we got.
I kind of want him to win, but it's just not going to happen.
Right. It's not, but I mean, we can hope, right? Then we have maybe. Oh, okay. Sean O'Malley versus the Hebe. I mean, let's get hyped about that one, right?
Woo!
Okay, and then we have 2 title fights on UFC Freedom 250. The first one being an interim heavyweight championship between Alex Pereira and Cyril Gane. So then, the winner of that will eventually face Tom Aspinall if he can ever see out of his eyeballs again.
When he can finally see.
Um,
When it becomes unblurry.
So, no John Jones in that interim heavyweight championship, unfortunately. And then the fight of the night, the main event of the evening, as Bruce Buffer will say. Ilya Topuria, okay, versus Justin Gaethje. Why do they got to throw Gaethje to the? I get Gaethje's the interim champion. But
So did you read Islam Makhachev or not Islam? Whatever the fuck it is. It was either Topuria or Islam wrote some shit about Gaethje.
yeah, well, I saw Islam or not Islam. Topuria said that basically Islam. Okay, follow me here. Topuria said that Islam was like ducking him, and that Islam didn't want the smoke, but Topuria wanted the smoke. And then like basically at the very end, just a little note of like, P.S. Justin Gaethje, like, you're dead, basically.
So yeah, I pulled the quote up here, and essentially it said, like, it was talking about like Islam ducking, and the quote is, and then Justin Gaethje appeared once again, someone else who will pay for Islam's escape. Topuria continued, both of their manager is a bitch and also ugly as hell. And then the next one is the most disrespectful shit I've ever heard. But Justin, see you at the White House. I'm not someone who humiliates people. It will be quick. When you wake up, everything will already be over. The most disrespectful shit I've ever heard. But yeah, unfortunately, El Matador is gonna just fuck up Justin Gaethje.
I mean, yeah, it's sad. So the sad thing here, right, is Dana in the UFC. Now, if you've been keeping up on UFC
hyping this shit up for fucking months,
right? And Dana says that he doesn't make fights anymore. It's all Hunter. It's a team. It's not Dana. But for the last like 8 months since this thing has been announced, it's been hyped up as like gonna be the best card they've ever had. Now, obviously, UFC 300 was a banger a couple years ago, year and a half ago now. This card is like good. It's not bad by any means, but with how much the UFC tried to hype this thing up of this card's gonna be great. Is Conor McGregor coming back? Is John Jones gonna fight? Is Sean Strickland, Colby Covington, the guys that are USA fighters, gonna be fighting? No, we're not gonna do that. You know, there's a potential that the only or American fighter winning is between Bo Nickel and Kyle Dawkins because they're both Americans. So an American
somebody's
has
got
to win that one.
Unfortunately for that
right.
fight, America
there is
loses,
a shot.
But somebody
America
wins.
on top, baby.
Right. So I don't know. I'm kind of let down. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer here because I am going to watch the hell out of that card. It will be entertaining.
For sure.
But
I'm
how
also
much is hyped up? Don't love it.
Like you were saying, Brogan, I'm not trying to be completely nationalist here, but should be a lot more American fighters. Like, have Derek Lewis fight Pereira. Like, come on, what are we doing here? Frenchman at the White House raising a belt? That doesn't fit with me.
Yeah, well, and I mean, maybe not Pierda, because I mean, he would probably piece apart Derek Lewis. But give Derek Lewis some just fucking shithole that like just is terrible.
We don't have anybody from the UK participating, correct?
No, Tom Aspinall is like the best UK fighter, and he can't currently see.
Okay, otherwise they'd burn down the White House again. All right, we don't want none of that.
Yeah. They don't forget.
We want to keep the British away from that shit.
Shit's been going steady for a couple hundred years.
Yeah, I mean, kind of a letdown. It'll still be a good fight to watch. But I don't know. You hype up something for so long, and then it's kind of just like, meh. I mean, I don't get how you have this big fight in the U.S. and not have John Jones on the card. Personally, I'm not even a John Jones dick sucker. Like, I like John Jones. I respect how good he's been for the UFC, but I'm not.
Have one of the Diaz brothers fight. Like, come on, give us McGregor, Nate Diaz, like 3, I think, for the first round, or do some shit. I don't know.
there's just so many missed opportunities here that it'll be fine. It'll be a good card, but just maybe not what we were expecting.
Honestly,
Also,
UFC 327 is better than this card.
yeah, no lie. Talking about things that are unexpected though, going back to NBA, Bam Adebayo just dropped 83 and set the modern era single game scoring record
Where were
a
you
couple nights ago.
on Tuesday, March 11th,
That's
2026?
Nick, I want to punt this to you first
Sure.
because obviously you watch the NBA all the time.
Uh-huh.
But the guy who held this was your hero, Kobe Bryant,
Uh-huh.
of 81 points. Kobe Bean Bryant.
Uh-huh.
Now, Bam Adebayo
It just
dropped
doesn't feel right.
83.
Just doesn't feel right.
Yeah. Did you happen to see any of the clips where at the end of the game, when the game is out of reach, the Heat are intentionally fouling so that way they get the ball back to give it to Bam Adebayo?
Yeah.
I was hoping somebody else watched this fucking game.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
you go.
continue,
You go.
please.
You go. You get out your
what
grievances.
the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Like,
It was terrible.
this is
It
some
was
cupcake
it was
thing.
sloppy. I'm here for it because I wanted to see shit, and I was standing up in my living room like, make this fucking free throw. I want to see shit. But it was Bam like shot like damn near an air ball, and they're just immediately like play like they're down 4 with like a minute left and just foul. Like, what the fuck are we doing? That was terrible.
Yeah, I mean, records are meant to be broken and all that, and 81 couldn't stand forever. Obviously, Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game doesn't exist. We don't have film of it, so that game's completely fabricated to get the NBA some hype. But I don't know. He just feels like the wrong. He is. I'm not gonna say he feels like he is the wrong fucking person to beat that record. If it was somebody like Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, LeBron
Curry.
James,
There you go.
literally any of the fucking superstars in the league, you'd be like, okay, cool. But Bam,
Yeah. Did you by chance see how many free throw attempts Bam Adebayo had?
dude, it was
in that game?
ridiculous. A
Oh
lot.
my god.
It was a
He
ridiculous
had-
amount.
43.
Let's see here. Yeah, 43.
43.
I thought
Attempts.
No,
I thought it was 30.
so if the league treated Giannis like they treated Bam, granted Giannis is only shooting about 50% from the free throw line, but
3 points, baby.
he'd still have 150 points in a game. Like, it's not even close.
I saw a meme.
This leaves.
Okay, you go.
Well, I'm sorry to cut you off, but this just leaves such a sour taste in my mouth because in 10 years, right, if you look at it, you're like, oh, Bam Adebayo dropped 83. Like, oh, that must have
Obviously.
been a good game. Like, it's a fucking cupcake record. And it's terrible because it's a fucking cupcake. Like, come on, man. Like, your team's intentionally fouling when you're up 20 to get you the ball back to score. Like,
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
was
know.
150 to what, like 128 or some shit?
yeah. I like if you're just out there fucking balling and like making shots and shit, like cool, like that's how the record I guess is. This goes back to the whole BMF thing, right? Like the BMF fight did not feel like a fucking BMF fight. It was a good UFC fight, but not for the fucking BMF battle, BMF
Yeah.
title. Now this Bam Adebayo record, yeah, sure, he dropped 83 in an NBA game. But it's not 83 of like you're gonna go fucking watch those highlights on YouTube and be like, I want to watch Bam's fucking 83-point game. Just fucking 40 minutes of it
A
is
lot
gonna
of
be him at the fucking
fundamentals.
free
A
throw
lot of
line.
fundamentals.
Oh, all right, Nick. What meme did you see? Sorry, I
We're
just
just
had to
we're just
get that
lucky
out.
Jason Tatum didn't break it because he would have stopped at 81 and then like texted Kobe Bryant saying like some fucking corny.
Oh,
ass
you saw that
bullshit.
shit.
Yeah, dude. It just
This is
doesn't
for
feel
you
right.
or something.
Yeah, Kobe Bryant was like my favorite sports person, like to watch when I was growing up. So it just doesn't feel right. And I don't think for most people, things will come and go. Eventually, we'll be like, okay, whatever. But right now, I don't know. It literally has nothing to do with Kobe being dead. R.I.P. my boy. It has nothing to do with him being dead. It has everything to do with the way that Bam obtained the record. That's all the grievances. is shooting over 40 free throws in a game
That's
is
the most free
disgusting.
throws I've ever seen anyone shoot. Like, that's nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, and do you guys know how many Kobe had in his 81-point game?
Probably like 8.
Probably like 12.
Well,
But
he made 18
you,
of them.
you cut out
But
You cut
for
out.
the last
Yeah,
3 seconds.
You cut out.
good. He he shot 20 free throws, made 18. So if Kobe shot as many free throws as Bam did, Kobe would have broke fucking Wilt's record.
Yeah, that's
So
disgusting.
I don't know. Like, it's just annoying to me because if you have the most points in an NBA game in the modern era, wouldn't you think like I should fucking go on YouTube and see, like, I want to watch that, like the Tavon Austin highlights from back in the day.
Oh,
Like,
dude.
you get a little itch, and it's like I just gotta go watch that. I just gotta go watch Kobe's 81-point game. Fucking nobody is gonna be like, you know what I gotta do? Go watch Bam's 83-point game.
True.
No,
That's my
but
problem
in
with it.
30 years when we're the very old heads and we're like, I am
Oh,
modern day player.
I'm gonna be fucking telling my grandkids what a fucking terrible look this was for the league. I think Bam though came out with a statement, and hang on, I had it and I lost it.
I'm gonna do the same thing with Tom Brady. Be like, that dude was a fraud all those years, and yet he won so many Super Bowls. Well, that could have been my era.
Bam Adebayo.
That's just actually incorrect.
I know. What, are you talking to Brogan
No.
No, you.
about what?
I'm trying to get a rise.
All right.
Candace 3.
Well, so Bam Adebayo came out and said, "If you are mad, I don't care." So maybe we shouldn't care too.
For that.
I get it. I get
True
it.
that.
I get it.
All right, Scene, you are fully into the conference tournament going on for college basketball. Do you want to take the segment over about what's going on for conference
I'd be
tournaments?
happy to. So, as the way it stands right now, the MAC semifinal game, we got Akron 65, Kent State 61. It's important because 2 of these teams, otherwise it's going to be possibly Toledo, whoever beat UMass earlier today is going to be going to the dance with an automatic bid for the MAC, representing the MAC conference. While Miami of Ohio, the undefeated 31-0 regular season team, is sweating at the moment, waiting for the results. But I've been watching shitty mid-major schools all the last 24, 48 hours or so for these tournaments. I'm absolutely loving it. This is the most college basketball I've consumed pre actual March Madness, and it's a fucking blast. So if you got a desk job, got nothing going on, I'd highly recommend, at least if you got a 2-screen setup in the office, highly recommend just throwing on ESPN on any given day the week before March Madness. But why Brogan was probably tossing this one into my general vicinity was because we got the Big Ten, probably the most important conference. Are any of these teams going to win the national championship this year? No. But are they going to get close and probably make the Elite Eight and Final Four from 1 to 2? Hopefully. So we got the Big Ten tournament where, starting off, we got Michigan taking on our Badgers tomorrow at like noon, I believe. And Badgers coming off an overtime thriller against higher-seeded Illinois in Chicago, which basically a home game. Again, Brogan and I were talking about this off air, and I wanted them to lose today. I wanted them to lose yesterday because I am tired of them making it to the Big Ten championship, not being talented enough to win it, or beating too many teams that they probably shouldn't, get to the championship, get manhandled, and then play 4 or 5 games in that many days and do either a one and done or win the first game against a sloppier, unexperienced team in the March Madness bracket and then lose. What are your thoughts on that, Brogan?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. It seems like you said, Badgers will make a run every year in the conference tournament, at least in recent memory, and then just lay an egg in the tournament. I actually like what happened to Illinois today with the Badgers beating them. I think Illinois is going to make a deep run in the NCAA tournament. Now, like you said, I don't have the stat handy, but a Big Ten team hasn't won the NCAA tournament in like 20 years ish.
I think it was Michigan State early in. I think it was 2000. So I think it was 2020. It's been 26 years or something like that.
Right. Which is pretty wild with like how good some Big Ten teams have been. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, being Wisconsin fans, we might be a little biased, but like, fuck Duke. But yeah, I mean, you know what I would say is, yeah, I think Illinois is going to go on a run because you're going to have some time off here, get the ship right, and get moving forward.
Yeah. So that was the top of the bracket for tomorrow. Purdue took care of Nebraska, unfortunately, and yeah, I didn't realize Nebraska was the number 2 seed. I probably should have saw that shit coming, but now they are awaiting the winners of UCLA and Michigan. And the way it stands right now, UCLA is currently up 44-33 at the half against Tom Izzo's Michigan State Spartans. So I may need to even pivot before I lock this shit in because I'm already not liking what my Michigan State bet for Saturday would have been. So we got to figure out something fast before we get to locks. And it might be a little outdated slide that Nick works so hard to
fucking
curate.
Bitch.
All right, well, I can jump in here.
I'm just ready to pull the fucking zip cord.
Good thing we spent so much time in NFL free agency to give you some time to see what's going on in the Michigan
Holy
State
shit,
game.
I thought that they were going to roll through UCLA no problem, but I guess not. This is March, baby.
Well, in other sports news, the World Baseball Classic is chugging along. The group stage is finished. Italy did defeat the United States, but they also then defeated Mexico. So then the United States moved on to the bracket play here. So the U.S. is currently playing Canada as we record this podcast. They're up 5-1 in the bottom of the 6th. The Dominican Republic beat Korea 10-0 in 7 innings. So the Dominican Republic, will be playing the winner of the United States-Canada game in the semifinals, which looks like it will be the U.S. So that'll be a massive semifinal game here in a couple of days. On the other side of the bracket for the WBC, we got the Italians, Italy, who have been the shock of the tournament, beating USA, winning
You got a
that
cappuccino
pool, also
machine.
beating Mexico. You hit dingers for Italy, you get a cappuccino. It is fucking sweet. They're playing Puerto Rico tomorrow, Saturday. And then the other game in that side of the bracket is Japan and Venezuela. Now, that game could get interesting. Do we see Venezuela upset Japan? I don't know. You'll have to wait and see until later. But WBC is getting into the bracket play right now. It is exciting. It feels like playoff baseball in March, and I fucking love it. All right.
It's
well,
awesome.
You know what else? You know what else I love? I love a dog that is barking. And we've had a dog barking now. Well, if you don't look at 2 weeks ago, we've had a dog barking for a while. I guess I'm getting ready to jump into dogs here, boys. Is there anything else that you want to cover before we get into some dogs?
I do not think so. Otherwise,
Okay.
aside from Giannis coming back and the Bucks fucking sucking, no, we just got to get to 35 wins. That's all we need to do. We got to go 8-10. But it's a sad state of affairs over in Milwaukee. Fire Doc Rivers.
Did we need 8? Did the Bucks need 8 wins when we recorded this pod last week, or was it 9?
Yeah, we haven't won shit in a while. If we win tomorrow, I'll be stoked. But if not, it's gonna get dicey. It's gonna get real dicey.
All right, well then, moving on to dogs here. Last week we only had 2 dogs because Nick didn't put a dog into the fight.
True.
However, one dog was barking, and man, one dog was just sitting there whimpering, just wanted to unleash. And unfortunately, Cody Brundage did not get it done. But
He's doing his
it was a
damnedest.
split. It was a split decision for Cody Brundage. So, John, I know you kind of threw a dart there on that dog last week, but at plus 550, I mean, close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, so like doesn't count for the dog here. But Cody Brundage honestly almost pulled that thing out at plus 550, and that would have been
It was
fucking
about
sweet.
it was about as close as you could get. I mean, did I expect him to win? No. Was I surprised that he gave as good of a fight as he did? Yes, I was extremely surprised, but happy with the result, obviously, because I think I hedged at least my parlay. I was like, oh, if my lock didn't hit, at least my dog would. But yeah, it was something. It was a good scrap. That's all I could say.
Yeah. All right. Well, then the dog that was barking for us last week, I had in Formula One, the first race down in Australia, Kimi Antonelli of Mercedes getting on the podium, and he did end up finishing second. So podium in Formula One is finishing top three. Mercedes is just dominant. That was the news heading into the weekend last weekend. So you will not get a Mercedes driver to be on the podium at plus 200 probably ever again this season. They are going to run away with the team championship. So I kind of alluded to it last week. I think I said if you want to double your money, bet on this because it is a free double, and it turned out to be a free double. So heading into this week, I have a kind of a spicy dog. It's a
Very
dog.
spicy dog.
It's a dog that I want to be barking so bad. I want it. Probably not going to happen. But tomorrow night, Josh Emmett. Okay, he might be over 40. I'm pretty sure he is over 40. He's fighting Kevin Viejos. It's the main event of the evening. Well, is it the main event?
Yep.
I don't know if it
Correct.
is.
It's the main event, so it'll be a 5-round fight.
Yeah, I thought, okay. Listen, Josh Emmett, money line. Don't overthink it. It's a dog, right? So we're not 10-unit max in this thing. However, if you got like...
Very gracious sprinkle.
Right, if you got
You got some couch change.
Right, if you got 75 cents that you don't know what to do with, what's a better bet than fucking Josh Emmett?
Rub two nickels together here.
Right. So yeah, I mean, like, it's a stretch. It is a stretch, but Josh Emmett plus 390. The more I speak it, I'm trying to speak it into existence. So, anyways, my dog for this week is going to be Josh Emmett plus 390.
I love your conviction for this fight. I want it to happen. I really do.
Right.
I've also heard a couple professionals call this a possible glue factory fight for Josh Emmett. So I hope it doesn't happen. I hope they don't take him out back and put a couple in the head, but it could be the case. The only one.
All right.
I got a little yapper at plus 140, and Bruno Gustavo de Silva, or de Silvia, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce it. Regardless, it's mostly more of a fade on Charles Johnson. I've said it vehemently. I'm done betting this dude. I will actively root against him for the remainder of his MMA career. He's cost me money a couple times. He made me take a couple shots, so fuck him. I hope he gets beat. Yo, Bruna De Silvia. Plus 140. Little tiny yapper. Let's go.
Yeah. Little chihuahua there. Nick, you going to hop into
No dogs.
into the dogs?
No dogs.
Yeah, all right.
No dogs.
No dogs, just winners in the locks, huh?
You know it, baby.
All right. Well, why don't we hop into that then? The weekly locks for this week of the pod. Nick, since you went 3-1 last week, how about you lead us off this week?
I'm going to enlighten all of us. Okay. So, as you guys
Please
know,
do.
we can see the parlay of the week already below us. So you might as well just fucking rip that off too.
Just a wall.
So what we got going in is I got Robertson. We're going to go for a KO, TKO, or decision for plus 100. Looking at her versus Lemos. I'm just going to go by, Lemos. It just looks like it's going to be a submission fight for her, or Lemos is going to fucking sleep her. Okay? There's going to be, or decision, sorry. It looks like it's probably going to go the decision. It's going to go the distance because Robertson is a lot younger than Lemos. Lemos is 38.
Yeah, she is.
Robertson is 30. That's an 8-year age gap on that shit. And so I truly believe Robertson's going to just try and make it a very long, stalled out fight. get her all tuckered out, and then again, a few clean licks. So that's the way I'm imagining this fight going. And I've been pretty solid on my UFC pick so far, so I'm gonna go with my gut there. And then we're gonna go with the Psy
The
fight.
Zips are moving on.
Yeah, the Psy fight. Psy and Cute Labala. I can't fucking pronounce these names.
Sounds right.
You got it.
Yeah. So
Bingo.
Psy, KO, TKO, DQ, or sub for -110. When I was looking at this fight, it really, really looked like it's either gonna be it's gonna be a KO. Like that's the way these guys win these fights. It's gonna be a KO. Fucking 68% of his wins have been from KOs. I don't see how that's gonna go. I don't see that changing anytime soon. The only thing that could fuck this all up is. Oh wait, no. Okay, no, I didn't. Okay, I didn't fuck it up. Okay. KO, TKO, or submission, and so Kai gets 42% of his wins through submission and 33% of his win. Fuck, I'm fucking it all up. 42.
No, you're doing great.
Through
Take your
KOs,
time. Take your time.
33 through submissions. Okay, so that's what is that? 75% of his wins comes from knocking a motherfucker out or submitting him. Okay, so essentially we're taking this. It's gonna be like a money line bet almost because if Psy's gonna win, it's gonna be through one of those two. So I think for -110 it's pretty good fucking money. Next one is.
I'm proud of you for sounding that one out.
Dude.
Way to sound that one out.
You worked it through, dude. I'm
Dude,
proud.
I fucking had so many strokes. I was like clicking through tabs to like make sure I get all the information right, and like I was looking at too many sheets and tabs and shit. All right,
No.
so Velos, we're gonna go with his KO, TKO, DQ, or
Out of these
sub.
pronunciations.
Dude, I can't. Dude, I'm fucking American. I speak American. All right.
Fair enough.
He knocks
Right,
motherfuckers
fighting.
out. He knocks motherfuckers out. That's why I'm anticipating it going to. I do not see this going to decision at all. I think I'm not even gonna pronounce it because you guys are gonna fucking ream on me for it again. For him to knock a
I'd probably do it.
knock a motherfucker out for 140, I think is pretty good odds. And since we can already see Parlay of the Week, I'm gonna rip this out. Robertson doubling down on the Robertson fight. I feel like for even money is pretty fucking good. So I will be taking my money there. That's my most confident bet of the week is Robertson.
For what?
KO, TKO, or decision.
Gotcha. Okay, I was gonna say money line. She's like 220.
Yeah.
So
no,
all right.
No, dude, it's gonna happen. If you want to double your money, that's the one.
I mean, I got multiple bets on her, so I hope she delivers. I really do.
All right, I'm good.
All right, I'll go next in case Sean needs any more time to figure out what he's doing with the
Oh
Michigan
no,
State game.
I know
on
what I'm
Saturday.
doing. I had that shit locked down since the second I had to
All right.
pivot, homie. We're good.
Well, yeah. Why don't you hit a little Peyton Manning Omaha here then, and you can go next.
Huh. All right. So we got the first one. We got a UFC event of Moneyline. Beatriz Mesquita and Jillian Robertson. And at the time, it was like -133. I think when I checked this morning at about 5 or 5:30 or so, it was about -143. So you're sacrificing about a dime or so. But in the end, this shit should get home. Mesquita is going against a girl with a pretty good record, but overall, her jiu-jitsu is light years ahead of whoever. She's won gold, or she's very decorated in jiu-jitsu. So when she gets her onto the ground, look for a sub. And then Jillian Robertson, by any means, whatever she wants, I mean, she's probably going to get. So, like Nick said, ideally, what'd you say, is sub or TKO?
Yeah, KO.
Not a sub.
Some along those lines.
Anything but a sub.
So-
Anything but a sub.
Yeah.
Oh, anything but a sub. Yeah.
Essentially.
So, I mean, at worst, it'll be decision. So, anyway, that's -133 to -143. Next one. So, I had Michigan State Saturday spread or money line, depending on what it would be. They would be playing Purdue. So, we are going to pivot it's still going to be NCAA, and it's just going to be Wisconsin spread of plus 12.5. Give me the Badgers to get that shit done against Michigan. I know they're the number one seed in the tournament, but they played, who was it, Ohio State? Played them pretty tough. I think they got beat by Ohio State got beat by 4 or 6. Badgers are a way better team than Ohio State, especially on a neutral floor. So I look for that shit to get home. Give me Bucky. Give me the Badgers at plus 12.5. They don't need to win. They just got to cover. I hope they just cover. I want them to go home, get some fresh legs, rest up. Next one is I don't know the spread on this, so if I need to add another one by tomorrow at some point once these lines actually open, I will. But we got Spurs, Celtics, and Clippers money line against their respective opponents in the NBA for a Saturday game. So hoping that's enough. If not, I'll throw probably the Hawks in there because they play the Bucks. So why wouldn't they win? And then the last one for the parlay of the week, and then we're gonna swing it back to you guys. Or I guess where am I? You guys. We got parlay of the week. Going back to NCAA. Wake up bright and early, folks. 10 a.m. What's better than the Ivy League Conference Championships of Yale, the Nerds, taking on the Bird Brain colleges of Cornell. Give me Yale spread minus 3.5. Now, unfortunately, this does give me pause for concern because I did find out that Yale won their Ivy League regular season, but the site for where the tournament is played, because some of these lower schools, typically it's whoever wins the conference hosts the conference tournament. How it should naturally be. Again, we have the smartest people in the land figuring this tournament out, so it's already predetermined before the season starts. Well, Cornell, who they're playing, happens to be the host. So they're going to be playing Cornell at Cornell. Riddle me that. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Don't matter. Yale gets it done. Minus 3.5.
All right. Well, I will drop mine now, even though you can already see them. First up, we're going to the WBC, and we're going to the Italians, giving us some gabagool, right? Italy moneyline against Puerto Rico. Listen, Puerto Rico is missing a ton of talent. If you think of Puerto Rico, right, you think of Francisco Lindor. Listen, I'm drawing a blank on who else they have, but they're missing people because of the insurance thing in the WBC. You know who? you know who Italy has? Vinny Pasquantino, the pass squatch, right? This dude hits fucking bombs. He hit 3 of them against Mexico to send Mexico home. He might hit 4 against Puerto Rico tomorrow to send them home. Italy money line minus 105, almost even money. That thing should be minus 700. I mean, Italy is just going to fucking run through Puerto Rico. All right, and then I'm heading to the UFC. I got Oral By and Sai money line parlay together. Minus 122. Listen, 3 wins here, definitely. No doubt in my mind. Oral By, gonna get it done. Sai, gonna get it done. I don't get as fancy as Nick, right, with doing just KO and decisions or KO and subs and no decision. I'm just going straight money line. I don't want to get burned. So Oral By and Sai both to win, minus 122. And I'm gonna head to the NBA. We got a big one in the West. Denver Nuggets heading to LA to take on the Lakers. Not sure if this line's moved at all, but when I looked at it earlier today, Nuggets minus 1.5. Love that. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Lakers play better when LeBron is not playing for them, so I really hope LeBron plays a lot of minutes. So I'm going to take the Nugs to go into LA and win by at least 1.5. And then to wrap out the parlay of the week, I'm going back to the UFC. Oki and Souza. Listen, this fight is going to be just 2 guys throwing hands. This fight's going to end with a KO. I think it's plus 110 just by itself. So, I mean, there's no doubt in my mind. This fight is not going to a decision. There ain't nobody getting subbed out. These guys are going to stand in there and bang, and somebody's getting knocked out. So Oki and Souza fight to end with a knockout. Doesn't matter who gets it, just one of them getting knocked out. So for the parlay of the week, if you parlay together Yale -3.5, Robertson KO TKO decision, and OK Souza fight to end with a KO, that's going to give you a little over +700. Okay, do you like 7-1 odds? Because I sure do.
I would
So
like to
if
7
you
to
want to
1
make
my tax returns right now.
right, if you want
Get a
7-1,
lot of free money.
right, if you want a 7-1, there's a parlay for you to hit. Now this is not actual
Financial
money
advice.
advice.
You're
you. I
fine.
couldn't think
Nobody's
of the word.
listening.
Bad financial advice, and it is not financial advice. But if you want to
Right.
7x your tax returns, this is the way you do it.
Hypothetically, yeah. Right. So we're just trying to make America rich again. So
I like it. Put it on a T-shirt with our
all
logo.
right, boys.
I can co-sign on that one.
Anything else we want to hit in this pod before we head out of here?
No, I just need Bucky to win tomorrow, or not win, but ideally they cover. And God damn, Michigan State disappointed me. That sucks. I got a future on them.
Well, you know what we got next
Yale.
week?
Oh, we got March Madness, baby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We got to get like a little bracket pool, just us three, right? And
Ooh, I
see
like
who
that. Winner
comes out
take
as the
all.
dog.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We'll have to put that together before the pod next week, and yeah, show those off maybe. At least show off our Final Fours.
Oh yeah.
All right. Anything else, boys?
Physical copies only. Sharpie.
I got nothing.
All right. Well, I think we're gonna relegate you back to the Maction. So
We are currently in, I think, Mountain West.
Hmm.
Some shit. We got Nevada, Utah State. Good game. We'll probably end up watching it.
what other pod gives you boots on the ground insights like this one?
The best. Love college basketball this time of year.
Alrighty. Well, that's the card for this week. Some bets will cash, some will turn into regrets, but either way, we ride. Make sure you're subscribed. We'll be back breaking it all down next week. Bet smart, and if it misses, take the shot. Goodbye.
Go Badgers.
Bears still suck.